Hi everyone, my name's Taylor Crook, and I kind of centered my outline and my learning teaching interaction around the readings from this week, mostly because I felt like we're working at starting to create our marketing program for our workshops, and so I kind of wanted to read into this a little bit more and kind of understand it a little bit more. So our social marketing, which is the use of marketing principles that encourages practices that will help us to reach out to these individuals, their families, and society as a whole as we reach out to these people. Most of the marketing decisions that we can make in promoting our programs are analyzed using four different topics. They are product, price, place, and promotion, so the four P's. And these are kind of the framework for the data collection and what we base our marketing decisions off of. The first is product, and this is the total package of the services that you deliver to the client. Quality is a very important factor because it influences the client's decision to participate in the program. They're more willing to participate and come to your program if they feel that it is of a high quality and that it is professional. And as you do this, there needs to be that consistent high quality throughout the duration of the program. There also needs to be an assessing of the audience before you begin. You need to figure out who you want to reach out to and who you want to base your workshop around. This way you're kind of able to gather more specific information towards those particular individuals, and you can base everything that you put into your program off of their identified needs of what they need and what they want. There's a few different methods you can use to find the specific needs of your audience once you have identified them. One is collecting secondary research, meaning that you look at data that has been comprised on your topic or on your subject. And this can usually be found in different books, journals, and articles. Another way is social surveys throughout your community. So once you've decided who you want to reach out, create a survey asking them questions or different subtopics regarding your topic that they would be interested in or what they want to learn. And it kind of gives them a chance to voice what they need and what they want in your program before you build your program. That way it's a little bit more individualistic to what they need. There's also data sets from local, state, national, and international levels. These are information that is more broad and general to the public and not quite as focused on one particular problem within your community, but that is more of a local, national, or even international issue that maybe you want to identify and discuss. Once you've kind of came up with your topic and your subtopic, and you kind of want to find more information maybe on what your audience knows or doesn't know, you can kind of collect more information to help plan your program around so that you're not reiterating different information that they already know. And different ways to do that include telephone calls, face-to-face interviews, or another survey that has been specified to a certain subtopic. And as you do this, you can kind of get an idea of the needs, values, beliefs, and expectations of those who are in your program. Price, you need to be able to come up with a fee if you want for the services rendered. It is not necessary, but there's different guidelines into going about that. You can determine it after looking at the cost that you put into your program, the price of competitors, target audience's sensitivity to prices. Maybe you're working with those who are in poverty and may not be willing to pay for a workshop to come and learn. You want to look at the objectives of the organization. Are you working with a profitable or a non-profitable program and the capacity to supply the services. It is not necessary that you charge for your workshop or that you charge for a program, but in some areas, in some programs, it may be necessary. So you kind of want to look into all those different guidelines before you decide what you want to charge. Finding a place for your program is very important. This is where your services will be held and where those who are wanting to participate in that are going to come and learn. Different places include extension offices, shopping malls. There is at-home education. You can do videos over the internet, church buildings. It has been kind of shown that favorable locations for family life education programs are familiar settings where the clients feel comfortable being, where they've already been before and where they are comfortable going to again. And these can be libraries, community centers, schools, churches, just places where they have been and they don't feel like they're in a completely new environment. There's some different things you want to look at when you're looking for a location. One is the access to the facility. Are you going to be needing wheelchair ramps or anything to access those who are needing help or anything of that nature? You want it to have convenient hours of operation, meaning the timing wise of those that you're working to reach out to. Do you need to do it at nights? Does it need to be early in the mornings, in the middle of the day? You also want it to be at a convenient location. You don't necessarily want your clientele having to drive 3 or 4 hours to come to this program. You want it to be as close to your target audience as is possible. You want your clients to feel secure. You want it to be in a safe location physically, but also you want your clientele to feel safe emotionally. You want them to be aware that they what they share and the experiences that they share will be kept private, that they can voice their opinions and they can voice their concerns without it being a problem. The facilitators are the ones that are responsible to create this environment of safety and make sure that you let everybody know, especially at the beginning, that this is a safe place for opinions and a safe place for sharing, and that all their dealings will be kept private within the group. You also want to make sure that your location and everything you use is appealing in appearance. This is the first thing that you usually base your opinion off of, is your first impression. Something that catches your eye that looks appealing to you. It's one of the considerations that people look for when they're looking for a program. If they see a flyer and it looks professional, it looks high quality, meaning that it is looks more professional, and people feel more willing to come if it is eye-catching and appealing to them. Where you promote your program also has influence. So make sure that as we are promoting our own personal programs, that we are putting our advertisements in places that people can see them and that look professional. The last one is your promotion. Promotion is how you bring about the awareness of the service. Different activities to promote include advertising, use of flyers, and word of mouth. And the most effective way to advertise and to promote is through personal communication, either by mail or telephone, and the word of mouth. And I feel like as we move forward in our personal workshop, it's important that we follow some of these guidelines, because I feel as though these guidelines can remind us to be professional in what we are doing, and it can help us to find those that we are wanting to reach out to, and helping us to create a program where we can create curriculum that is helpful to them and helpful in what they are wanting to learn. And I'm excited to work with you guys, and I'm excited to put some of these guidelines to use as we start to market our our workshops. Thanks, guys.